What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing amazing as always. If you're new here, my name is Sam.
My name's Jess.
And guys, today we're gonna show you guys how to kiss. An updated version because we did this video like 2 years ago and you guys loved it, but we thought, you know, we've been together for 2 more years.
We're married now.
We're married for 1.5 years. We've been together for a total of like 5.5 years. So I think we have some credentials to show you guys how to kiss. You know what I'm talking about? We're pros, baby. Give me some. So basically this video is for anyone who first of all hasn't had a kiss at all and they want to like prep for their first kiss of their life. And then also for people who had their first kiss and it sucked. It didn't go the way you wanted it to and you're trying to like learn some tips and how to do it better the next time.
Yeah.
But anyways, without further ado, that's what we're doing in this video. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you're ready for this. And babe, without further ado, you ready?
Let's just get into it.
Let's just get into it.
Okay, so first up is prepping for it, but you don't want to like overthink this step. Yes, you want to make sure your breath is fresh, like if that means like chewing gum before or like a mint.
But make sure the gum isn't in your mouth when you're doing it because there's the possibility that it'll go from your mouth into the person's mouth that you're kissing.
Yeah, definitely don't. Yeah.
And I don't think that's happened to you with us. She's done it as a joke before, where you like,
yeah.
And it's disgusting. You don't want that, but definitely
that
like.
was like a year into our relationship.
It was gross. But make sure like you chew some gum, like I don't know, like and spit it out like 5 minutes before, just like freshen up your breath. But right.
But like I wouldn't like overthink it because I feel like normally your breath is probably gonna be fine. Like you don't have gum or something. Like don't like worry about it. But if you just ate some like tuna fish,
just make sure you didn't eat some like garlic or tuna,
garlic or onion or something. Like, you know, if you can tell, like, oh my gosh, I just ate for lunch something that, like, they're gonna taste.
For sure.
You might not want that to be, like, their first impression.
But way you can do this is either just chew some gum or get a friend and, like, give them a little, like wind them down, but, like, give them a little, like, sniff of your breath.
Yeah, just be like, okay, help me out. I'm about to, like,
dude, I'm about to have my first kiss.
Yeah, like, you give me, like, a...
No. And then they'll be like, yo, your breath stank. Here's a piece of gum. Or they're like, you're good. So just do that. Like, kind of like, just like the prep of, like, making sure, like, you smell good. But it's not like, you don't gotta overthink it.
Yeah, because you want that like moment with them to not be like
stressful.
They're like, ooh, your breath stank, you know, like.
So as long as you didn't eat anything rancid right before, you should be good because you're not really gonna be smelling like breath like when you're just doing like a first peck as a kiss. Yeah. That's the prep. Make sure, you know, don't overthink it. You don't want it to be stressful, but you know, just make sure your breath doesn't stink. Okay, step number 2 to your first kiss is the timing. And this is like kind of like the timing in the relationship with the person that you're trying to kiss. You just gotta make sure, like if you're the guy or the girl and you're going in for the first kiss, just gotta make sure that they're like not gonna reject you, that you guys are kind of on the same page. You guys are both feeling the idea of having your first kiss together, right? Because that'd be pretty awkward if I was like, dude, I totally want to kiss this girl and she's like not about it at all and I go in for it thinking I'm all good and then she just like totally rejects me. I think that's a really important part about your first kiss, like kind of like making sure that everyone's on the same page.
And I think like in the moment you can probably sense like
body language, yeah,
like I think you guys will be like giving each other like a certain look in the eyes, like maybe she'll be looking at your lips, like and
like if you're like close to each other and stuff, like if one person's kind of distancing themselves and not really like the body language isn't there.
Yeah, just read the body language.
Read the room because you don't want to be just going for a kiss blindly if she's like totally like back down, looking at you.
Yeah, you don't want to make someone feel uncomfortable like that either.
Definitely, yeah. So that's the timing. That's a pretty easy self-explanatory step, but you got to make sure that you got that down because that would be really awkward and embarrassing if that wasn't figured out. Okay,
so next step, we're actually...
How to actually kiss. So this is the most important step of this video. This is actually how you execute the kiss. Right, babe?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, so how do you think, either way, because the boy could be going in or the girl could be going in, I think it's totally fine either way, whoever initiates the actual like initiation, right? Could be the girl.
Initiation.
So how do you think this should be done, babe? From a girl's perspective, how do you think a guy should go in for the first kiss?
Well, I think I just said like if you guys are looking at each other and like.
So say you're like standing there like after dinner or like something like that.
We're like holding hands, you know, and you kind of feel like it's the end of the night, say he's about to say goodbye, and you kind of like want to kiss him. Like maybe just be like close so he gets a sense that you're wanting to kiss, because I feel like Sam said if you're kind of leaning away and kind of like being standoffish, he'll probably read that you don't want to kiss. But
and as a guy, make sure to read these things. So the girl kind of like make it known that you want to be kissed, and for the guy, once you kind of like figure that out from the girl, then you kind of just like, I think you kind of just like get a little bit like closer.
Yeah, and I will say that I think like, because I went to like some church dances and stuff, and there were certain times where I felt like the guy was like gonna try to kiss me, and I was so uncomfortable. And I will say like one thing I would do is try not to make eye contact. Like I would try to like look around.
Facts.
Yeah.
So that means if you want to be kissed, the eye contact is key.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, is like if she's looking at you in your eyes and she's like like being very like attentive and like maybe like looking at your lips. She's giving you
that means send it, bro. That means the green light is on.
If she's like, you know, like don't kiss me,
then don't kiss her.
Respect that.
Yeah, respect that for sure. Okay, so
and vice versa too.
Both ways. Okay, first of all, for the kiss, make sure your lips are like relaxed and soft, because you don't want your lips to be hard, like you're just like going in like.
Let's give you an example of what it would look like if we were like rock solid lips.
That would just be weird. Like you're just kissing a wall. So just make sure your lips are like relaxed and your eyes are closed. Those are the two things going into it that you want to make sure.
Yeah, because if we had eyes open, look how weird this is.
You can't even do it. Just like, those are the two things. Make sure your lips are like relaxed and your eyes are closed to make it the best kiss possible. But once you got that out of the way, so okay, how do you do it, babe? How do you want a guy to kiss you? This is really important right now.
Okay, so I think it's like super attractive if a guy just like goes in and kisses you, like it's gonna like make you feel like, I don't know.
All types of ways.
All types
of ways, okay.
But I do want to say, if like the guy you're with, I guess this can be either way, but I feel like it's like usually kind of put on the guy to make the first move. But if he's nervous and he's not, don't feel shy to like take that initiative.
So yeah, if you're a girl and you can tell the guy wants to kiss you but he's too scared, just do it, because I think it's really hot when a girl like initiates like the first move. So that would definitely like make your guy feel some type of way.
Yeah, you can take control. It's
do
okay.
it. Either way.
In this scenario, I think Sam's gonna make the move on me.
I'll make the move. So I think a way to do it is like grab like the one hand on the waist, like pull him closer, or like I think you've said before, like you like the hand on like the neck is like a really like a thing that girls like.
I think it just makes you feel like, ooh, like they're in control and they're like they're taking control of the moment.
Facts. Yeah. So you're sitting there like the moment's right, you guys are both feeling it, and if you're going in for the kiss, like I feel like you kind of get closer, you put like the hand on the neck or like grab her waist or just pull her in with the hands, like just something to take control, and then just kind of just make it as natural and relaxed as possible.
Give him an example of how you would do it.
So we're sitting here, kind of just like, I don't know, just it's kind of awkward on camera, but I'm trying to make this like, you kind of just go in for it.
It's hard because like we're sitting so far apart right now.
I know, this is kind of weird.
So we were holding hands down here, standing.
So say like you kind of just like, I don't know, you just kind of pull them in, close your eyes. You just kind of just like kiss them. Don't overthink it, because when you overthink it, you start doing weird things.
But if
you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like a lot of people probably on their first kiss are too nervous to like grab the girl like that, and you don't have to. So if your hands are just down here, you can kind of just like imagine we're standing, and you just kind of go down.
Like pull them in with your hands.
And if you want to like mid kiss, you're like kissing. If you want to like put your hand there. Guys probably like that too. You can go either way.
That's facts. Yeah, but that might be a little advanced, but you can totally do that to kind of like spice it up a little bit.
Or like maybe you have your hands around her and you can like, like have your hands here, which is cute.
Yeah, I think a lot of like body contact is like really important to make it as like not sentimental.
Yeah, maybe you guys are just like talking like this.
Yeah, doing a little hug, little
maybe it's at a school dance.
Ooh, and then you kind of pull them in, like I can't do this right now, but you pull them in like to your chest.
Yeah,
and like hug,
like
and
say
then
you're dancing, you have like the whole like
and
you can just like
and then just go in. Yeah.
You could totally do that.
That's fire. That's a good idea. And also something not to overthink about. So like when we kiss, you kind of have like, this is one person's lips, this is another person's lips, and they kind of overlap like either way.
Let's show them a little closer.
Yeah, so.
Or other way around.
So like one lip goes over the other or like that. That's not something you really need to worry about. I say just kind of like, it's okay to just do like the peck too, like just like this, where they both meet each other at the same spot. I think that's totally fine. Not to overthink. I think like once you're with your partner, you kind of figure out what you guys like and how you like to kiss. Because if you're thinking about that, I don't know, like you just don't really want to overthink that.
Yeah, like don't worry, like
if go for it.
Like if both of you go for the top lip or something.
Yeah, I think the best way to make it as natural is just you don't think about that and then you just like, you just kiss and whatever happens. Yeah.
But our first kiss together, like not with other people, but like our first kiss with like us, we like did more than just a peck. And so we also want to show you guys that.
Yeah, so if you had your first kiss before and you kind of want like your first kiss with your new partner to be more than just a peck and like you don't know how to like
you want them to remember this
because I still remember ours. That was fire. It was a memorable night.
I was like sitting on his lap and we kind of like looked at each other and it was just like...
It just kind of like happened. Like the moment was right and it was more than just a peck. We pretty much like made out for like... I'm just saying, it was like a whole on like make out sesh. So if you want that to happen, just like...
No, it doesn't have to be that. Like it could just be like a couple like 5 seconds and we're going to show you like how to let it lead to more than a peck. Because maybe in the moment you're like, this needs to be more than a peck. And you'll feel that, I think.
First things first, you kind of go in for it like a peck. You kind of like...
we'll just show you and then we'll explain what happened.
Yeah, so you kind of go in. Okay, so one thing I just realized is you kind of like, so you're going for the peck, and instead of just like backing out and like distancing yourself, you kind of just like go back in. And what we just did was we like switched lips. Like you kind of like go back and forth, like switching like your lip positions and stuff. You don't have to. See, we just did. It's just how it works. You go back and forth.
But don't overthink that, because I feel like you can just stay in the same spot. Like you can just stay there.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll show you what that looks like too.
Yeah, definitely. So you just kind of like.
And you can just like stay there.
So you kind of like, your lips like don't really ever detach. They kind of just like go back, like kind of like just stay like touching lips, and you kind of just like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like you just kind of like do it and figure it out. I feel like it's kind of hard to explain.
Just let what happens happens.
Yeah, just let it happen. That's the best advice. Just let it happen.
And then if you want to get a little Frenchy with it.
This is gonna be really awkward, but this is like vital advice if you're trying to use some tongue. Like we said with the lips, of your lips being soft, make sure your tongue is not like rock hard. Because if it's rock hard, that's just like
and
really
less is
gross.
more.
Yeah.
At first.
Less is more, just like really soft tongue, just like kind of like barely going in. I don't know. But make sure I think it feels natural when you do it, but just make sure to make your like tongue soft.
But like say we're like kissing for a second, and then you want to like. I think I like run my tongue on like the top of your lip, level it like.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No, I think that's how you do it. Or you kind of like meet with your little tongues in the middle. Not like anything weird.
I feel like a little.
It's hard to explain.
Sometimes when you watch The Bachelor, they'll be like you see their whole tongue like. But I mean, you can go crazy.
I don't really know how to explain it, but just the advice if you're trying to do a little French kiss is just make sure your tongue is not like rock hard, because I think that's like the best advice.
And if your tongue, and definitely make sure you took like a mint or something.
For sure, because that's when you start
tasting things maybe.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, but just a little recap. Make sure your eyes are closed, your lips are relaxed, got some type of like just make sure your breath is not stinky. You don't have to use a piece of gum, but if you know your breath is stinky, then throw a piece of gum in, because it's best for both worlds.
And it's always nice to kiss someone. Like if Sam just brushed his teeth or something, it's just nice to have like the minty taste.
The fresh taste. And then also make sure like if the timing is right between both people, you're both on the same page. And if you're using tongue, then make sure your tongue is also relaxed.
I think it's okay to talk about it too. Like I don't know if we talked about kissing before, but I think it's okay if you do. Like if you say like, hey, like, you know, if your first kiss, you're like, hey, like I've been thinking about you.
I think it's also more special if you just like
do it in the moment.
If you just do it in the moment and you can tell that your partner wants it.
But if you're nervous and that's something you want to do, I don't think it's like
just to make sure you're good, then you can totally do that for sure. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned something, then comment down below if you learned something. And in a couple months, if you're using this advice to go and kiss someone for the first time, DM us on Instagram or comment on this video how it helped you and if it was successful, and if it actually helped you or not.
If you have any questions that we didn't answer, let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah,
we'll try to go through and answer.
We'll respond to some comments. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And we gotta do post notification shout out. Here's our post notification shout out. We love and appreciate you.
If you want one in our next video,
y'all already know what to do.
Alrighty guys, we love y'all, and until next time, bye. Alrighty guys, we hope you love that video. We have been working on something that we're super excited about. It's for everyone who has always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah guys, we created a course on how to be a YouTuber and how we basically were successful being a YouTuber and building our channel.
And it's everything that we wish we would have known on day one that we want to help you guys out with. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTuber and need help, make sure you click that link down below because it's on sale and you don't want to miss out.